Day one of the 2026 World Cup, and somehow it's already chaos. 3 host countries, 48 teams, global superstars, fireworks, and approximately zero chill. Buckle up. This list is longer than the FIFA rulebook and twice as confusing. The opening ceremony in Mexico City had it all. Fireworks, a packed stadium, a global pop star putting on a full show. But step outside those gates and you'll find protesters demanding answers about housing, water, and electricity shortages. Nothing says the world's biggest party quite like walking past actual infrastructure complaints just to get to your seat. Then there's the ticket prices. For months, headlines screamed unprecedented demand, yet somehow a chunk of matches still aren't sold out. Turns out when tickets cost more than some people's rent, demand has a ceiling after all. Shocking, I know. And let's talk about the dynamic pricing system, where ticket prices apparently shift based on demand in real time. So the longer you wait, the more it costs. It's less buying a ticket and more playing the stock market, except the only thing crashing is your bank account. Then there's the weather. Test events last year hit temperatures over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere in the high 30s for the rest of the planet. Multiple matches during last year's warm-up tournament needed heat advisories and extra cooling breaks just so players could survive 90 minutes. And yet some teams are still out there training in full kits in that heat, which is less elite preparation and more extremely expensive sauna session, but with a ball involved. Oh, and if you're a fan hoping to actually fly in and support your team, good luck. Visa delays and travel restrictions mean plenty of supporters are stuck watching from home, which is a weird flex for a tournament whose entire pitch is bringing the world together. It's not just fans either. There are reports of a FIFA-appointed match official being turned away at the border entirely. The man had a whistle, a badge, and an actual job to do. And apparently that wasn't enough. Speaking of borders, human rights organizations have raised concerns about how current immigration and travel policies are affecting this tournament, saying it's made it harder for fans, and even players' families from certain countries, to attend. Whatever side of that debate you land on, it's hard to deny. The World Cup brings everyone together is doing some heavy lifting this year. Then there's the travel itself. With 3 host countries and matches spread across an entire continent, some teams and fans are looking at flights longer than their actual time spent in the stadium. Environmental groups have pointed out this makes 2026 one of the most carbon-heavy World Cups ever. A fun fact to think about next time you're stuck on a 5-hour layover. Oh, and before a single match even kicked off, customs officials reportedly seized around $20 million worth of fake World Cup merchandise in one bust alone. So somewhere out there, a guy is very disappointed his authentic jersey is just a normal shirt with iron-on letters. And depending on where you live, actually watching this thing legally has been its own adventure. Reports suggest fans in some countries nearly had zero legal way to stream the tournament until broadcast deals got sorted out at the last minute. Truly, the most accessible World Cup ever. Terms and conditions apply. And in case you needed a reminder that the people running this tournament are just people, footage of a top football official attempting a ceremonial corner kick and completely whiffing it has been making the rounds online. Look, we've all been there. Most of us just weren't filmed doing it in front of the entire football world. Oh, and of course, every broadcast insists on calling it soccer, while the rest of the planet collectively twitches every time they hear it. At this point, the soccer versus football debate might be the only undefeated competitor in this entire tournament. Despite all of this, the tournament has been promoted with some of the biggest superlatives in sports history, the greatest World Cup ever, before a single knockout match has even been played. Which, fair enough, that's just how big events get marketed. But it does make every single one of these stories land just a little bit harder. So, is this going to be the greatest World Cup ever, or one of the messiest tournaments in recent memory? With 5 more weeks to go, there might genuinely be no in-between. And honestly, that might be the most entertaining part of all this. Drop a comment with the wildest World Cup 2026 story you've seen so far. Bonus points if it's something we didn't even mention. Hit subscribe because we're covering every chaotic update from here to the final. See you in the comments.